I'm Garrick DeMeyer from Royal Constrictor Designs. I wanted to show off a couple of my favorite ball python morphs today. This is the clown. This is one of the first recessive morphs we actually started out with way back in 2003. Really cool snakes. There's so much diversity in what a clown looks like with both the color and in the pattern. This is a semi-reduced clown female that we hatched out here earlier this year. This one actually hatched in May. Really nice head pattern, reduced amount of spotting on the sides, and a little bit of banding on the sides, but not a whole lot. Really cool and a very pretty snake just on its own. And of course we're trying to do as many color morphs as possible with the clowns too. A few years ago we started producing pastel clowns. Here's an example of one of those. Very different head pattern. The fairly bright yellow colors. Yeah, this guy's a little spunky too. Wants to tear the camera apart. Nice blushing on the back. Really nice bright yellow coloration. To me, there's almost nothing you can do with the clown that's not going to make him even better. I mean, you can put any different colors and patterns or any combinations in there and come out with really nice results. Here's another really cool looking pastel clown that we produced. This one came out of the same clutch as the one that I just brought out. This one's got more of a full stripe. The colors aren't quite as bright on him, but look at all the spotting on his body, and then combined with that full stripe. I've actually never really hatched out a clown that looks quite like this one before. Really a little bit different than what we typically hatch out. Usually we hatch out ones that are more reduced pattern, and this one's got a reduced pattern as far as the stripe goes, but just tons of spotting. So really unusual. And then the next step above the pastel clown, of course, is the killer clown. And these are one of my all-time favorites too. So this is a super pastel clown. We hatched out the first of these a few years ago, back in 2009 actually, and our first killer clown male is actually the father of this little girl here. We have one more killer clown in here. Here's the other one. A lot more blushing and a little bit brighter colors than a typical pastel clown. Really cool snake. And then we're doing a lot of other clown combos right now, or just in the beginning stages. The clown's a recessive morph, so both parents have to have the clown gene in it in order for it to show up in the babies. So you can't just breed like a pastel to a clown and expect to get pastel clowns. If you bred a pastel to a clown, you'd get pastels and normals that are het for clown. You'd have to cross those back to each other to get pastels, clowns, and killer clowns. So one of the things that we did do, though, is we bred a killer clown male to a super lesser platinum female, or a blue-eyed leucistic female. And we hatched out pastel lesser platinums that are 100% het clown. And from these we'll be able to make pastel clowns, lesser platinum clowns, pastel lesser clowns, and pastel killer clowns. Or I'm sorry, a lesser platinum killer clowns. And then we could make leucistic clowns if we wanted to also. Although the pattern wouldn't show up very well in those, because they're an all-white snake. That's one of our pastel lesser het clowns. Here's another one. Beautiful snakes in their own right, but once you get that clown pattern to come out in them, then that'll really be something special. And we've got plans to do other things with the clowns too. We're trying to get Orange Dream, Fire, Yellow Belly, and a few other things in with it too. So you can see pictures of those and everything else we produce on our website, royalconstrictordesigns.com.